The Ravens Flock presents The Black Files, an uncensored interview and review podcast for all geek fandom.
Welcome everybody, friends and pals, guys and gals, boys and girls around the world. Pop a squat, pop open a cold one with all of your friends. It is Wednesday night, it's a couple of hairs past 10 p.m., and you have been granted access to the uncensored, uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. Welcome one and all to this brand new episode of The Black Files.
All right, welcome everybody. It is the first one of the month of July. We're kicking things off really well, and and personally, I am very satisfied that all the fireworks is over. Like seriously, I don't hear anybody shooting fireworks right now. Usually happens the day after.
Give it time, Jose. Somebody out there is bound to have forgotten a whole metric ton of like M80s fireworks that they dug up somewhere. We're in Florida, Jose. It's bound to happen. Give it time.
I'm knocking on wood as we speak.
You better be. You better be. All right, welcome, folks, to the Black Files, the late night uncensored podcast of the Ravens Flock. I'm your host, Juan Arouse, one of the heads of the Ravens Flock, the tech guru of the team. I am the dude who will make all the metals and plastics and wiry stuff work to give you our magic of bringing our shiny faces to you fine folks tonight. Angel Mendez cannot join us tonight. He's got some family obligations, but he will be with us this Saturday night for this week's edition of the Ravens Flock. Joining me, however, is one of our usual suspects and a very special guest. First off, Jose Casabona. I messed up your introduction there. Let's not.
You know, it's okay. I can hype myself. It's all right. No worries.
No, I have to hype you. You hype, we hype each other. That's how it works. Okay, it's a collaboration. No one man is an island. All right, folks, say hello to the founder of the Ravens Flock, executive producer of the channel, content manager, and host of Wrestle Rewind, Mr. Jose Casabona.
Thank you very much, Juancho. Good save there, and hello, folks watching at home right now, nerds all over the internet. Happy to be here for another interesting Wednesday night.
Interesting. This is freaking exciting, Jose.
I know. I know. King of understatements over here. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be as explosive as the fireworks from last night.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't go trying to undersell this, Jose. And joining us tonight is our very special guest, a musical act unlike any other. A singer, songwriter, a entrepreneur, and a friend to the Ravens Flock. One of the first people that we've ever interviewed, and a mainstay attraction to tonight's featured edition topic over here. Folks, welcome one and all to the Black Files, Miss Zoe VanWest.
Hello! Oh my gosh, thank you for having me. This is amazing. And yes, I remember the first interview. That was awesome. I
was about to say, it's been a hot minute. We appreciate having you here. And thank you so much for taking the time. I know that you're trying to get ready, but we appreciate you taking the time to join us here tonight, Zoe. It's been a hot minute, and we're so thankful to have you. Before we continue,
I love you guys. I got you guys.
Thank you so much. Namaste. And before we continue, Jose, you know the drill. We got our usual housekeeping to take care of. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. And much like all our other shows on this channel, we are simulcasting on youtube.com/ravensflock and twitch.tv/theravensflock online. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications on all of our media content. Leave your questions and comments below, and we will answer as many as we can while we're live. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker for $4.99 a month. You will have exclusive access to all the perks that comes with being a member. Juan, explain.
Well, for all the interflockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis under our YouTube banner. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Remember, there is no obligation. There is no commitment. You're okay. We understand that life happens, but we appreciate it when you guys decide, hey, you guys are worth going above and beyond. You guys are worth sticking my neck out for you, and we appreciate every single one of y'all. For example, Reverie has gone ahead and renewed herself as an interflocker once again. Thank you for joining us on that, Reverie. And
awesome! Yay!
And also we've got Dee Dee Coleman in the chat who just dropped a $2 super chat. Hey, flockers, with a little heart emoji. Thank you so much for that. Much obliged. We've got Nikki Bella from our mod squad holding it down. We've got the Straggler over here. What's good, flockers? What's good with you? We're doing all right. And Mr. Geek Me Out is in the chat as well. Hello to you too. Thank you all for joining us tonight on our YouTube chat. Our Twitch chat is usually dead as a doornail, but we're going to be looking to change that this Sunday. You better believe that. You folks also get... What are we hushing for? This is the time to be...
The best. Yes.
This is the time to be promoting and to be hyping. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you also get access to us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite monthly group of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, your ideas on how to better shape the future of this channel, the future of this team, to better suit your tastes. We appreciate every single one of you guys. And as we mentioned here, Zoe's not only an accomplished, amazing singer, songwriter, performer, she's also one of the mainstay attractions of Florida's largest anime convention, which is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. And it's one that the Ravens Flock has had a very, shall we say, colorful history with. Folks, we're here to celebrate everything and anything of MetroCon, which is going to be next weekend, July 14th through the 16th. I know it feels like we're ready, but I can tell we're like, no, I'm not ready for this shit. We're not.
Are we ever ready though for this epic, amazing weekend?
Usually, the best we could do is prepare as best as we can. We learn from our mistakes from the years gone by, and we do our best to muddle on through. It's if I remember correctly, is the very first thing that we did as the Ravens Flock to make our presence known was at MetroCon, wasn't it? Wasn't it that we
Okay, so children gathering around. Time for a little bit of a history
You're
lesson
getting
here.
lore.
So,
You're getting Ravens Flock
10 years.
Folks.
So 10 years ago, when we were just a couple of miscreants with a laptop camera and zero credibility. No, I'm kidding.
No, we had zero credibility back then. Nobody knew what we were.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Also, hi there, Matthew Coburn.
We started small 10 years ago. We were there for MetroCon 2013, and the first thing we did was we were actually campaigning against Confunk. And it was cool. We were going around. We were passing out deodorants. We were passing
I remember this.
Yes. Because you see, children, good maintaining your hygiene is extremely important.
It was such a ridiculous idea that we brought it back a few years ago to try to as another joke. Like, you decided, like, if we were gonna do the Confunk thing, that they were gonna have it like a presidential campaign message with Jose showing how he's here to lead the charge against Confunk. I'm
just saying, guys. Casabona 2024 has a nice ring to it.
Okay, you're not wrong over here.
That. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. I'm actually trying to see if I can pull up the original video, because I want to find that. I want to share that with the fine folks over here. Show.
Oh goodness.
Now that I'm actually bringing it up, now it's a problem, Jose? I was about to say.
No, I said go for it.
Oh, go for it.
I said go for it. I didn't say it was a problem. I mean, it's me. Go for it.
All right, very well. I will. And give me just a second, because I'm getting past the little ad over here. Yeah, it was 2018 where you had your Fight Confunk presidential campaign. Hang on, and I'm gonna go ahead and share that to the folks in the chat. Where are you all? There it is. Here it is. So anyone wants to see that and get the numbers up on it, it's ancient. It's like almost 5 years old. Go ahead and share it, and watch it, folks. Just for kicks and giggles. We don't mind. We're not here to judge.
Pulling from the archives.
Exactly. Yes, that's actually exactly it. Let me take a look over here. Okay, and where is it? Here we go. And this is our own stuff from our own channel. So YouTube, by the way, we're showing our content on our channel here. We don't need you trying to do a automated copyright claim on ourselves against ourselves. That'll be like the dumbest shit ever.
I think we're going to be good.
I hope so.
Let's just go ahead and play this.
I hope so over here. All right, so prepare to be amazed.
The following is a public service announcement from the Ravens flock. In every era, there comes a time when a community must recognize their most grave and terrible threat, and come together to vanquish that threat.
My fellow nerds, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all con-goers are created equal, and that they are endowed by their cosplays with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of hygiene.
In the con community, that threat is confunk. The terrible byproduct of thousands of nerds in a single room and only a rare few of them practicing proper hygiene and self-care.
Can we greet each other without having to worry about BO? Yes, we can. Can we take 5 minutes of our con schedule to shower and change our drawers? Yes, we can. Can we inspire others to take care of themselves and not smell like a donkey's ass? Yes, we can.
We, the Ravens flock, invite you to join us at MetroCon this weekend as we arm 2 lucky raffle winners with Confunk Survival Package.
Over here talking to people.
Ask not what your hygiene can do for you, but ask what you can do for your hygiene. Yes! Hygiene! Hygiene!
Join us at the Panel Room 18 on Friday, July 20th from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. for your chance to win.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Okay, Juancho, just so we
Join
can
the
put a
Ravens
date
flock.
stamp on that.
Together,
How old is
it's
this
been
video?
breathe easier against conflict.
2018, 5 years.
Okay, I'll get to that.
That is glorious.
What do you want to
2018, wow, you know what? 5 years later, and even the grip of the pandemic, and we're still waiting for people to get the message.
Right? Not even a plague could get some people to freaking scrub behind their ears and wash their butts sometimes, but apparently, we're gonna have to, if we had the campaign funds to bring this glorious mission to its zenith as would you go back on the campaign trail this year? Or are we gonna have to wait till 2024?
I will go back on this campaign trail, damn it. Do I have your vote, Juan?
You've got my vote, Jose. You have my vote, hands down. For the love of God, people need to freaking scrub. People need to keep proper hygiene on themselves.
Wait, hang on a minute. Zoe, do I have your vote?
Absolutely.
Oh, awesome. Okay, then we are good. We are great.
Fantastic. All right. Well, you've this is just an idea of just how far we go whenever we're looking to be a part of the convention experience, just in our own way. Yes, we're promoting ourselves the whole time, but at the same time, we're also trying to promote a good cause, which is, hey, people need to learn to freaking clean themselves. These hotels have bathrooms that are there. They're not just for, I don't know, like putting up makeup at 5:50 in the morning to make sure that it sets because people don't know how to blend stuff properly. It's going to be an ever-present issue. So it's a never-ending battle, I suppose. You're in it for the long run, and you have our vote against Confunk.
Thank you, Juan. Thank you, because yes, and I appreciate it because you know what? It may not end this year, it may not end next year, but this campaign against Compunk will go the distance. Believe it.
Is that officially your slogan? Believe it. Are you co-opting Naruto now for your campaign slogans? Are we gonna have to get a Are we getting to get a cease and desist over that?
It's a work in progress. Shut up.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, like one of the first things that we've done, I think it was that exact same, or was it a few years after when I actually got to interview you properly, Zoe? It was a few years afterwards, wasn't it? Because I'm trying to remember exactly when it was. Do you know?
I can't even remember yesterday. I don't know.
Oh god.
I remember I used to vend and I had the booth.
Yeah, that was for your. Yeah, that was for your shoot. I'm blanking on the name. I'm so sorry. It was Space Pod. Space Pod. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was your rave gear.
Yes.
And are you going to be running that again this year?
No. I don't vend anymore. Mostly just time factor. Again, post-pandemic, just didn't have the time to produce as much product. And it was wild because not setting up the booth, suddenly I had all time to actually see the shows I never got to see in the events during the convention.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's tough to...
It was weird. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like, what is this? I have time to wander?
Right? So, like, oh my god, like, I have time to, like, enjoy the events. To enjoy,
yeah,
like, the special
it was,
events.
wow. And then later we would turn over into the glow booth for the rave. So it was just a zoo. It was nonstop. So the only things I got to see was anything that was coming by the booth because I was constantly there.
Yeah, no, I can only imagine. I can only imagine how hectic it was. If it's crazy for a regular con goer to keep up a schedule of like events and different shows and like celebrities that they wanted to see, then for someone who's actually vending and working on there, I can imagine it's like nearly impossible. So I'm actually, I totally, I believe you on that. So yeah, no issues here with no disrespect in any way, shape, or form. No way.
Oh no, you're good.
So yeah,
it's quite freeing, actually.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, because like if you're just going to just attend and just to like, yeah, it's a fantastic experience, and you get to just breathe everything in. You're actually like taking in like the sense of the community, the sense of everyone's enjoyment and everything, and getting to be a part of that. It's like the biggest rush, the biggest joy sometimes. So
yeah,
I get that.
And so many people took up the torch too. Some of these artists now in the artist alley that are doing similar. So it was really cool to see a lot of that same stuff in the new generation, and I can walk by and admire and actually see everything. I'm just like, yes, this is awesome. That's to see awesome. The growth.
That is so cool. That is so.
That's good. Cool. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, it is really cool, and just getting to see how many different folks actually go in just to go shopping in the dealers' rooms is staggering every year. I never understand how it continues to get this crazy every single year, and it doesn't seem like there's ever room or there's ever any space, but lo and behold, we find it somewhere. But yeah, like this, like getting to see like as much as getting to see the folks vending their wares, and like especially all the individual artists who set up the artist alley, like like one of our friends Lala Lori, for example. She's, by the way, like the biggest sweetheart on planet Earth. If anyone wants any like custom fan art, she's your gal, and you can look her up as well. But like getting to see like not just that, but also like the big events like the Metro Massive, for example, which you've already been a part of, Zoe, yourself. And like just seeing how that's evolved and how that's grown over the years. What are your thoughts on now that we're actually taking a minute before this year's events, before this 20th anniversary, we're trying to like give this a big like jubilee celebration kind of thing. Like with you looking back at this as a performer and as someone who's been integral with the identity of MetroCon, what sticks out for you the most as far as as far as how the Metro Massive rave, how the late night raves have grown and evolved over the years?
I just think it's incredible because our vision starting out was to really show the next generation of ravers, what it was about in this safe, happy, accepting environment. And to bring artists in that they normally wouldn't be able to see because, they were overseas or, they weren't of age to get into the club because we're an all-ages show.
Right.
And, we started bringing these artists, these headliners of this genre of hard dance from the UK and all over. And it just exploded and bigger to the point where I started hearing from these artists about, hey, one of my goals is to play MetroCon. How do I get in on this? And it was incredible because these are my idols now coming to me.
That is so
asking
cool.
about the show. And now if you look around, nationwide, now you're starting to see club events pop up that are like anime themed. So like anime cause raves. There's one in Tampa that's, been starting up. Like all of these little mini conventions.
We're in Tampa.
Yeah.
What's it called?
The anime cause rave and the cat girl parties.
Anime cadre?
Cause rave, yeah. So you have all of these events now popping up nationwide that are like mini little con raves, and it's just amazing to see, and it makes me so proud because it's like it worked. It got out there. I'm
gonna have to look them up now. I hope you're proud of yourself.
They're a good crew.
You just outed these guys. Like I gotta find them now.
But it's amazing to see the next, generation of promoters and stuff take up the torch and like spread this around, and it just makes me so happy and excited to see because it's going to continue. Because when we started this, we were just flying by the seat of our pants. We were handed this amazing stage and like, okay, here, make a show. And I was like
go nuts.
Okay.
Wait, what? Have fun. What? Lights up.
Yeah,
what?
Literally, that's how it was. When I first got involved, I actually was trying to get my dance troupe in. And I did like a 3-song feature the first night. Like I wasn't even thinking about doing a full-on live concert until the next year, when it was like presented to me. Like, oh hey, can you do that singing thing again? And I was like, sure. So I had to make a show out of nothing.
Like, oh hey, by the way, you're gonna have to organize a full set. You're gonna have like our own part in this concert.
Yeah.
Of rave
so
music.
I actually started looking at inspirations from like Clubland in the UK, where you had all the singers of these dance tracks doing these live concerts. So yeah, and just to see, here we are, 10 years whatever later.
It's 11.
And
if I'm
it's starting to catch on all over the place. It's amazing.
No, that's good. It's insane.
That's
I love
really
it.
cool.
It's actually 11 if I'm reading like the ad correctly over here. It's Metro Massive version 11 Open World is like the name over here. You're one of the headliners over here along with Kutski. Snap, I can't make out their logo right next to it. Flank, Kitsch, HCP, Fuzzed Up, and Benny Waka. All performing through Friday night. All the way through to the wee hours of Saturday.
Yep.
If I'm reading that correctly. See, that's why the little ad says July 14th and 15th. I'm like, so just so folks understand, it's not that you have it just on Friday night, but you also have it happening Saturday night as well.
Yep.
Holy shit,
It's
that is
E-Tank.
insane.
That was the other name on there. I know.
Sorry?
It's hard to say. E-Tank is the other
E-Tank.
artist.
Okay,
Yes.
my brain isn't here, and
It's okay.
the logo was really it's tough for me to read. I'm sorry, but yeah, thank you.
Little screen, that's why.
No, I've actually got it blown up over here on the display for everyone to see.
Yeah, it is going to be one heck of a weekend. That lineup is insane.
It's bananas. I love it. That's just part of like the energy of getting to see everybody's see everybody just celebrate the community, the con community, the nerd community, all of us just getting together and raving and dancing. Like, I love getting to see some familiar faces. There's a cosplayer who they're basically by all intents and purposes is like one of the coolest cosplayers I know. Their name is Savannah Solo, and every year she doesn't miss a beat. manages to get down to MetroCon. She manages to go into the rave, and getting to see her with her friends just going bananas, starting a train, starting a conga train, or just getting wrapped up in it. I laugh my head off every time.
It is not an anime con rave without the conga line and the trains.
Exactly.
I'll see it
Right?
like go around the entire arena, just like do, and then I know I'm doing good. I'm like, yes, I got a conga line. I'm good.
and that's when you think that like, okay, it can't get bigger, and that's when folks bring out the inflatable pool toys to go along with it.
That's my fault.
What? You brought them in? How dare you? How dare you? That's got to
I
be some sort
usually
of code
bring them out
violation.
and I throw them out to everyone.
Oh god dang it!
Last year, someone found a wet floor sign, and there's people getting on people's shoulders with the wet floor sign.
Oh my god!
And
Really?
I'm seeing, it's hard to see. I'm like on this 40-foot stage, and there's, that big, run where all the photographers and videographers are, and then there's the crowd. And this, the lights are so bright, so I see just like this sea of glowing stuff. And then I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, that's somebody with a wet floor sign. And then what was hilarious was people were getting on, there was a few people getting on each other's shoulders, and the sign was like getting passed off to everyone.
Oh my god! I'm gonna have to double check and see that next time.
It was crazy. I love it.
I hope it's not. I hope it wasn't like a real wet floor sign that somebody.
It was.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Well,
I
I
don't know where
suppose
they
if you got
found it.
pool toys, if you got inflatable
We got pool toys.
then-
We got
then-
there was like
logically you
confetti
need a wet
poppers
floor
going
sign.
off. We have a crazy crowd. If
It's so
anyone
much fun.
is on, sitting on whether to come out or not, like you really should, because our crowd is absolutely insane. I love you guys.
Oh yeah, no, it's awesome. One important sign, and I remember you holding it up last year, and I'm glad somebody managed to grab the photo, because I told you before we got started on the show over here, like some of the photos and videos that I actually took of last year's MetroCon, they got messed up in the camera somehow, and I'm letting the folks know over here, but I've got it straightened out this year. We're going to get proper images this time, and I guarantee it, we're going to make sure people see it from how the Ravens flock is able to share. But one sign that you held up, I'm actually showing it from your Instagram page over here, the everyone welcome sign over here. I'm like, fuck yes. Hell yes.
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 I'm bringing
yes.
it back. It's
Yes,
coming with
thank
I
you.
still have it.
Hell yeah. That's what, like, because like the entire ethos of the nerd community is that we're all a bunch of outcasts. We're all a bunch of geeks in some way or another. We're all like we're all either anime, sci-fi, comics, dance and music, freaking crafting, role play and and LARPing. We're all weirdos in one way or another. Let's get together and all be weird and enjoy our weirdness together.
That's what makes it so special.
Exactly.
Agree.
It can't get any better than that. It really can't. I'm actually double checking some of the other events that we've got over here. One event that we got to see last year, which was insane, because this is like the only time that they actually did it indoors. It was the famous Metro Fire Show. Now, Jose, I know that you know a little something about it, and I know, Zoe, you've dabbled in fire dancing as well. Joseph, I know, why don't you give us a bit of a rundown on that yourself, Jose, so we can prime the viewers. Also, Emily Morse is in the chat. Hey, up there, Emily. Welcome to the Black Files. And Mr. Geek Me Out is casting his vote for you for president, Jose.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. Thank you, Phyllis. I appreciate it.
All right, so...
So you're asking me to explain what the fire show is?
Well, like give folks an idea of what the fire show is about and how.
Of course, absolutely. The fire show. It is one of the greatest shows ever held in MetroCon every year, where we have the best performers go out there and give us an incredible display of a combination of dance and music, drama, theater, combined with fire dancing all over the place. It's like watching art come to life. Of course, art takes many forms, but in this case, we're seeing art come to life in the form of, well, fire. But it's beautifully done. Like, trust me, it looks a lot better than I'm describing it. It's really, really great.
Yeah, no, it actually is fantastic. Last year, like I said, it was the only time that they actually held it indoors. And every one of these fire shows has a theme. It's like based on like a story from a fandom of either anime or comics or TV or anything like that. Last year, they based it on Demon Slayer, which obviously it's white hot, no pun intended, and just seeing how intricate the movements are and how like exciting every one of the performers, who, by the way, folks, please don't try like fire dancing at home unless you're a trained professional. For the love of God, don't just grab yourself a baton and squirt it up with lighter fluid.
A lot goes into it.
Yeah, a hell of a lot. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of practice. Please do not try this at home. There are classes you can take. There are people you can learn from. Don't just hillbilly it out, please. That was yesterday on the 4th of July. If you need to hillbilly out, yesterday was your only chance. That was it. Wait till next year if you need to do it. But if you want to do it proper, there are guides. You could do how-tos. There's specialized equipment. Please, if it's something that you're interested in, don't be a dummy. Like, learn properly. For the love of God, do not try this at home. I think that's the only thing I can safely and sanely say without going into much else on there as far as the Metro show, as far as a Metro Fire show. Apparently this year, it looks like they're going to be making it a tribute to the Final Fantasy series. They're calling it Second Calling.
I'm so excited.
It looks so cool, just the way that they have it. They even came up with this little prologue like statement for it. Spanning across time and space, the light has touched all things. Its warmth brings life and hope to even the darkest corners of our universe. The Crystal Exarch seeks to find those beacons of light and bring them from across the many worlds and times that they inhabit. For if the light should ever go out, then truly we are lost. Man, they should have hired me. They should have hired me to do the voiceover for that. No, that
was really good.
No, actually, Angel would be far better for the voiceover on there. He's an incredible voice actor. People throw money at Angel so he can say things in his voice at you. I promise you, he is worth the money. But yeah, so whether or not this is going to be indoors again or not, I'm not sure. I haven't seen any indication whether or not if they're going to have it indoors this year, or
I'm pretty sure it's going to be indoors.
It's still going to. You think it's going to be indoors again this year, Zoe?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, because like the thing is that traditionally,
and it is crazy now that it is indoors, because now you have the LED screens, you have the lighting effects. It is absolutely insane, and I get to actually see it because it's right before us.
Right before you guys have main events. Yeah, very convenient.
Usually we'd be backstage, like locked, and I'd try to run out to like see it, but like we were stuck setting up for the rave, so I could never see Fire Show. And now that it's inside, I can like be like, yeah, it's finally.
So that just begs the question: do you think that maybe with the Metro Fire Show doing well last year indoors, and assuming that it does just as well this year, do you think they'll keep it indoors moving forward, or do you think that like once the outside concourse of the Tampa Convention Center is reopened, you think that they'll just jump back to doing it outdoors next year?
I think having it indoors gives them more space, because it was getting cramped out on that Riverwalk.
That's true.
The crowd has definitely increased.
Yeah.
Also, have you seen the outside summer weather?
It's been gnarly. It's been like breathing soup, even worse than usual here in Florida. Ooh,
it's been swampy.
Ooh, oh no! I just remembered. Oh, shit! Oh god! No, we're like, okay, we're thinking bad weather. We're thinking outdoors and stuff. If like for folks who are like veterans of MetroCon and have been here since, like, I would say from the beginning, from 2003. I'm not going to date us that far back, but if you've been since the Tampa Convention Center, say 2006, let's say for the sake of argument, I believe it was 2009, And actually, no, I think it's on the Wikipedia page. Wasn't it? Hang on. I'm trying to actually find it. Because that's where we had the 2008 is when it happened. Yep. The Tampa Convention Center was double booked. All the indoor events were just MetroCon, were just us, and the outdoor events were the Red Bull Flugtag event. What do you know of that, Chloe?
I heard about this.
Heard of it?
Oh, goodness,
Okay.
no.
I wasn't there for this, but I heard about it.
Okay.
Don't you put that bad juju on us about things getting double
Don't
booked.
put that evil on us, Juan.
No. Ain't no double book.
I've heard the stories of the legendary insanity that was downtown in the Riverwalk when this was going on.
It was such a mess. It was so crazy. Like, okay, in 2008, the Red Bull Flugtag event for anyone who doesn't know, Red Bull does annual events where people would build homemade flying machines that are human powered, and you have to like launch it out over a body of water. That way, if you fall off, or when you fall off, you fall into the water and you're fine. They booked the concourse and the Riverwalk and all the outdoor area for the Red Bull Flugtag, and everything indoors was MetroCon. The security between the convention center, the con, and Flugtag, like Red Bull, nobody was coordinating, so you had a bunch of really rowdy, really pushy, really a-hole, like drunken Red Bull Flugtag attendees busting into MetroCon, and they were like harassing folks. They were messing with the attendees. They were messing with staff. They were messing with girls in the cosplays and everything. It was a disaster. It got so crazy that at one point, a lot of the MetroCon attendees ended up forming a human wall, and we actually ended up like forcing back the Flugtag people back outside while it was raining. Cats, dogs, and maybe a gerbil. It could have been a chinchilla. I don't remember. It was over 10 years ago. But like we were chanting, "Get the fuck out!" It was not only like was it a spectacular show of solidarity from everyone in the con to like, hey, we're gonna take back the convention, we're gonna get everything back under control, but at the same time, it's just a testament, like, okay, there's certain lines, there's certain borders you're not supposed to freaking cross when it comes to, like, public events. A, you don't double book a convention center if you ain't ready to pack it, and B, don't mess with nerds. We bite back. And
Never mess with the nerd and the weeb.
Exactly.
Ever.
Like, folks haven't...
This does remind me,
What's
which
up?
I was here for, was when the Stanley Cup...
Oh, yes, because the
What's
Tampa Convention
happening?
Center is just down the road from the arena. Oh shit!
Yeah, I remember that because we had a lot of confused hockey fans coming into the party.
Why? There was like
The
guys.
party was a mess. I remember that.
Oh my god, that was such a ridiculous time. Oh my god. I can't believe it.
Now we watch the schedule like crazy every year because we're like, please don't do this again.
Please don't do this again, for crap's sake. Yeah, it was 2015.
Right? Oh my goodness.
I remember that. That was crazy.
Oh my lord in heaven, that was so messed up. That was so ratchet. But you know what? At the same time, like again, we nerds, we got together, we organized our shit.
We figured it out.
Exactly. Like, and I'm over here actually looking back at the history of the convention. I'm seeing here that, it was, it started in 2003 over at the Crown Plaza Hotel, which is like on the opposite end of the entirety of Hillsborough County. Okay, just imagine, they could be, the hotel is as far as it can be within reason from the Tampa Convention Center. So, like, after the first 2 years, it already got so big and so gigantic, they're like, okay, screw it, we're going to go ahead and see if we can book the Tampa Convention Center. Filled it. Nothing but nerds. And it was insane to see that I'd only just started going in like 2006, 2007 was when I started attending MetroCon. And that's where like just getting in at the prime of all of that was awesome, and it was insane. Like just knowing how much history we've had on that, it was. God, I'm over here like getting all misty-eyed. I'm old.
I know.
Yeah.
I started. It was the steampunk year.
Steampunk year. I don't remember which one.
It was 2011, I think.
2011.
2011.
Yeah, that was my first year, the steampunk.
Yep, that sounds
I
right.
remember just going absolute crazy overseeing everyone's steampunk costumes and stuff, and then cosplays, but steampunk.
Right? No, there's just
That is pretty awesome.
The creativity. I was just like in awe. I'm just like, oh my gosh, everyone's just so pretty.
It felt like an endorphin and sensory overload kind of thing, because that's where like we all feel so weird and so like we're the only ones who are into it, but then seeing this whole gaggle of geeks all dressed in the same, almost the same way, and we're like, oh shit, yeah, no, this is great. I'm in Candyland kind of thing.
I love seeing the cosplays turn over to rave cosplays at night. I've seen that. That blows my mind. That makes me so happy. And then seeing everyone line up for the masquerade in formal wear. Cosplay formal wear.
I was actually going to bring up the masquerade ball.
Oh my god, it's beautiful. I'm just like, oh, I love it.
It's one of my favorite events on there every single year. The masquerade ball is exactly what it sounds like. It's like, for anyone who doesn't know, it's a formal dance. You know, obviously dressed to impress. If you're in cosplay, get your coattails made and all that jazz. And usually the what happens is that the convention also hosts like it's like a themed story happening along, like an interactive story where you have characters and they're acting it out on stage in between rounds of dancing, and you get to interact with everyone who's part of the performance. And of course, you know, have your mask on, have it up and ready. Joe, can I pull up your mask over here to show folks?
Yeah, by all means, go right ahead.
All right, give me 2 seconds, guys. I have Jose's mask, and then I have my mask that K-Storm, my lovely wife, part of the Ravens flock, that she made for us. So give me 2 seconds. I actually want to show you. I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
Okay, you could just, you know, you could just ask me to send you the picture, and I'll send it to you.
I love the masquerade. It's so awesome. I'll like go in and like peek my head in and just see everyone just.
Right, it's really cool. It's. I don't have any words for it. It's just. Really awesome.
Oh my gosh, the setting and the lighting. Oh, what a dream.
All right, Juan, you back?
Yep, I'm back, and I fished out our masks. And K-Storm ordered these masks to be able to paint over. Since, you know, obviously we're the Ravens flock over here. We got the little this one is his A's. It's got the like iridescent little feather design on there, like the silver and purple with our black, of course, which is the colors of our team, of our group. And mine was simpler. I just asked her to paint me the crest of the Jedi Order into mine, and that was that. But yeah, it's like she made these for us, and I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be prouder. And yeah, I'm definitely bringing mine back this year. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't have any sort of cosplay or nothing that I'm trying to prioritize. And like, do you think like you're not gonna get to like dress up for any of these, because you usually got to perform the same night, don't you, Zoe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know. Every year I'm like, maybe I'll bust out a gown and do the masquerade, but there's just never any time, because it's actually starting to get. Usually, like after 6 p.m. is when I have to start getting into nighttime.
Yeah, and getting into your getting into your wares and getting into your.
But I'll still kind of like poke my head in and see everyone real quick, just to see all the just beautiful gowns and everyone looking amazing, and I scurry back and get ready.
Go figure. Yeah. Well, at least this way when it comes to the masquerade ball, folks are not going to be disappointed here. Also, we have Ben Cruz in the chat. Hey, up there, Ben Cruz. Welcome to the Black Files. Thank you for having us. I believe he's part of the team over at MetroCon as well, and that was insane, and we appreciate you being here. He's saying this year is Final Fantasy theme. Also, the Riverwalk is open, so they can do it outside. So maybe it'll be outside this year. Remember when the lightning staying in the cup was? Yeah, it was. We discussed that. We got extra security. There was a tropical store one year, and the artist alley was in the lobby. Oh God, I remember that. Oh no,
I remember.
Oh my God.
Also,
Yeah.
Also,
Hey, Ben Cruz, do I have your vote?
Oh yeah, Ben. Jose is going to be starting up his campaign for Casabona 2024. His vote, if a vote for Jose is a vote to fight against Confunk. Can we count on you, Ben Cruz? We'll appreciate it if you do. And he's saying that he remembers the Homestuck era as well. So much body paint, so many gray smudges all over. I'm not going to judge, but some folks did not know how to set up the body paint and makeup properly in those times. And yes, Ben is casting his vote for you, Jose.
Hey, there we go. Perfect. Perfect.
What the shit? Well, we gotta get our kicks when it comes to this stuff somehow. But yeah, no. Let me see here. This year, the masquerade is gonna be is themed. Okay, they're calling it the Masquerade Underground. Invited to the Underground, a famous club where anyone and everyone can cut loose and be themselves. It also happens to be one of the few places left in town that Team Rocket doesn't own outright, and a hotspot for local gangs, the Yakuza, and anyone trying to keep a low profile. Word on the street is that the main man himself, Giovanni, is going to be making an appearance at the club tonight. Him on our turf? Surely he can't be serious.
Oh, that sounds so much fun.
Yeah, no, it is. It's gonna be crazy over here.
Oh, so excited!
I'm just like I love the amount of work that and the amount of effort that these guys go into. Sorry, you were gonna so you were like waving your hand.
Oh no, that's just me.
Oh,
I'm excited,
Yeah.
and I do that excited flappy hands thing. I'm
Okay,
good.
yeah. No, I get you. No, let me see here. Yeah, there's it's gonna be nuts, and I love it, and I love these sort of stories that they like to incorporate to these events, because there's always like a through line to them. It's always usually some sort of theme that threads it together throughout the weekend, and I love that. And it doesn't get any bigger than like one of the other star attractions, the original star attraction for MetroCon, which is the anime human chess match. And I can't gush enough. It's been insane. Like, anybody who knows like Ren fairs, where you would have like a chess match happening on there, like during the Renaissance Festival. Now take that same idea, but have it with your favorite anime video games, comic characters, cartoon characters, clashing it out. So it's gonna be banana balls. Okay, so apparently they're doing anime versus video games remastered, because it's not the first time that they've done this.
Actually, I do want to bring this up, because this actually comes to full circle. So my first MetroCon was actually in MetroCon 2007. Guess what theme that was for the year?
That one was the original anime versus video games, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
So how about that? So in your very first MetroCon, you have it, and in this 20th anniversary, they're bringing it back. And obviously, it's a new cast of characters, a new cast of folks duking it out. Oh God, this is nuts! I love, just like I said, these insane little stories that they come up with for it. How far will you go to get them back? To save yourself? To save the world? Against the backdrop of a failing society, one politician's campaign to remake the country and his vision has gone unchecked. That is, until now. A small group of resistance fighters and talented hackers may finally have him cornered. But what they don't know is how dangerous even a virtual world can be. A heroic victory for the rebellion may get sidelined, however, as personal connections and past romances come into play. Fighting to save the future and all its untapped potential, or taking the chance to reclaim a lost love. Which would you choose? Holy shit. Never in my life have I seen so much hype for these sorts of for these sort of conventions. If you don't have something to like hook people in, with your con, you gotta get with it. Come up with something, people, because like it's not just a gathering. We want to be entertained. We want to be enthralled. We want to be captivated. And the folks who started all of this at MetroCon and brought all this to the forefront all had like Ren Fair experience and stage production experience, and all bashed like smash rocks together, made gold over here in what's they even touted on their page, often imitated, never duplicated. There's been like other conventions over the years that have been trying to like get at MetroCon for like oh, you guys are ripping off our idea. Like no, they didn't. These guys started in 2003, 2004. You can't really claim that you it originated when it was after. That's not how math or time works. But,
Agreed. Absolutely.
So-
And it's going to be fun this year. Like, and yes, like Juan says, you got to, because the fans, the attendees, they want to be part of the experience, because with these conventions, it's all about creating memories, something for us to remember years down the line.
Exactly. So, like, they've even showed their roster for the chess match over here. Jose, you're gonna recognize some of these names over here from Sword Art Online, Asuna and Kirito.
Yep, the two main characters.
Yep. Let's see here. Atreus from God of War Ragnarok. You've got Dragunov from Tekken 7. Balrog from Street Fighter. And Bison from Street Fighter. We've got David and Lucy from Cyberpunk Edge Runners. You've got Denji Power from Chainsaw Man. Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness, Chainsaw Man.
Duke Nukem is going to be in this match. We've got Jamie from Street Fighter 6. Joker from Persona 5. Very nice.
Yes.
Johnny from Guilty Gear. May, along with May from Guilty Gear. Old Man Joseph from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And classic oldie but goldie, Kaneda from Akira.
Hey, not bad.
That is some.
No, this is gonna be so good.
That is some.
It's gonna be really good.
But wait, there's more. We have We have more participants in this matchup. We've got Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Goodness.
Angemon from Digimon. Link from Breath of the Wild specifically. Let's see here. Yuri from High Rise Invasion. Virgil from Devil May Cry 5. Hell yeah.
Hey!
Junker Queen from Overwatch 2. Sasuke from Naruto Shippuden. Let's see. Zoro from One Piece. Sombra from Overwatch 2. Princess Peach, of course, so from Super Smash Brothers. Let's see here. Maple from Bofuri. Melina from Elden Ring. And let me see here. Lloyd from Spy Family. And Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil 8 Village. Holy shit. That's going to be insane.
Yay, Lady D.
Agent 47 from the Hitman series. So these 31 characters are going to clash. Wait, there's one more character over here. Oh, no, I got it, Lloyd. Never mind. Yeah, these 31 characters are going to clash, butt heads, swap drama, spout philosophy of the existence of shit. It's going to be insane, and I love it. Just the premise of this is bananas in and of itself.
This whole theme, like, as soon as it was announced, I'm like, oh, this is going to be absolutely off the chain.
Holy shit. Like, just getting hyped for all this stuff is like blowing my mind. I'm not kidding. I'm really not kidding. And this is just like our own personal experiences when it comes to these conventions, when it comes to MetroCon. I'm not gonna lie. One of my first experiences with MetroCon wasn't the best, namely because I was invited to hang the entire weekend with some friends, and they ended up ditching me and avoiding me the entire time. They wouldn't talk to me or answer my phone. It was I should have seen the writing on the wall with them there, but I would not let them sour my experience for the show over here. Reverie is saying, yes, please go see the chess match. We will. You don't got to worry about that. Let me see here. This one's gonna be good. And Ben Cruz is saying, I'm currently playing Final Fantasy 16. Jeez, like I've only heard excellence over Final Fantasy 16 over here. I know there are folks who are like losing their bananas over it, but that's because they they probably weren't.
Angel's been losing his bananas over it.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, Angel's lost his mind. He officially flew the coop. He's lost it when it comes to Final Fantasy. Of all things, like if it's not a hack and slash game or like a quick, like just very frenetic high speed action game for him, usually he's not interested. But a Final Fantasy 16, he like one of the first games he played was 7 ever in his whole time. So naturally, he's hooked on Final Fantasy. But like I know that some folks haven't had good experiences, but I did see we actually put the post up on the MetroCon Facebook page asking folks about their experiences with MetroCon, whether it was good, bad, or if it was like just memorable or silly or whatever. And I only had one person answer. So guys, come on. I know we're busy, but like we can have a little bit of sharing. There's nothing wrong.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. No worries.
You say it's all right, but I'm over here trying to like get stuff ready, and nobody's cooperating, and it's making me like very frustrated. It's not all right. Okay?
It's okay.
Everyone's
just go ahead and drink your. Do you have your soda with you? Go ahead and take a sip.
Excuse me. Are you trying to like mother marm me on like oh no pobrecito there just drink your soda pop, you're okay, like that feels a little condescending.
I mean, you're still gonna drink anyway.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I am gonna drink anyway. Oh my god. I'm not. Yeah, you know me.
All right, hang on a minute, Juancho. In response to what you just said, Ben Cruz actually commented on the live chat saying, and I quote, "My favorite experience is 2016 when Pokemon Go was a thing and the embassy was the gym."
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Oh my god, right.
Well, it's still a thing. Isn't the embassy suite still a gym? Or did they the Hilton people say no more and get it like shut down or something? Matthew Coburn in the chat like, oh, you want a juice box with some string cheese? Like, no, thank you. I want my soda pop that I can pour some vodka in later tonight, and I got a block of mozzarella. I don't take my polio in string form. That's not enough mozzarella for me these days. I need my substrate fats and my healthy vitamin D fatty acids in 1 pound blocks, okay? It's not gonna cut it.
Actually, I'm glad Ben brought up the Pokemon Go thing. Can I share a personal story?
Go ahead.
Just a small deviation from the main topic.
Feel free.
Personal stories. So back in 2016, when Pokemon Go was a huge thing, me and Angel, we actually went over to Citrus Park Mall one time, and we were tagging along with his little brother, and we were going around playing Pokemon Go. You know, like the cool, awesome nerds that we are. Just so we're clear, we were Team Mystic, so we were on the blue team. And we stumbled onto a couple of gyms from Team Valor. Well, to be clear, there was a lot of gyms in Team Valor over in the mall. And there was a huge gathering of other nerds playing Pokemon Go. So we tried to take over the gyms. It failed miserably. Because damn, their Pokemon was much stronger than ours. And it felt like we were being outnumbered. So I just stopped playing for a second, and I just yelled, okay, quick show of hands, folks. How many of you are on Team Valor? Everyone in the crowd in the mall raised their hands, and myself, Angel, and his brother were outed. And I'm like, okay, we stepped in the wrong crowd. We gotta go.
Holy shit. Oh, forget it. Oh, my God. You're like, nah, that wasn't happening. No, thanks. That was...
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, my God. No, Zoe, did you end up playing Pokemon Go?
I didn't end up playing Pokemon Go, but I remember Metro that year and just seeing like the hordes of people going from one thing to another.
It was so funny. I loved it.
And like I don't know what had happened or what event, but like at some point everyone started running. Like something was happening, and it was just I just remember seeing the crowd move. Everyone with their phone. It looked like so much fun.
It looked like everyone was like on a scavenger hunt. It looked like one of them Scooby-Doo chase sequences or something.
Just sitting at the booth and just seeing like
the whole swath. whole swaths of nerds, a sea of nerds, all
I had
migrating.
no idea what was going on, so I was just like, "You go, yeah!"
Got it. Yeah.
Love it. And to answer your question, Juan, getting back on the live chat, Reverie commented saying, and I quote, "I remember the Red Bull thing that coincided with Metro one year. Chaos, but memorable."
Yeah, no, the Flugtag, we mentioned it earlier. That was a nightmare. I was there too. I remember Gandalf. I was there 10,000 years ago. I was there the day the courage of men failed.
Oh, goodness.
No, the one comment that I got on the official MetroCon group page, the Facebook page, was, I'm not going to name them. I'm not here to out anybody. They're saying, my favorite parts of MetroCon the last few years has been the raves with lighting limbo games that I started, Party in the Halls with the awesome tunes, and the MetroCon arcade. Holy cow, that is insane. And I've got to hang on. Hi, K-Storm. Bye, K-Storm. She's doing some crafting over here with some UV resin, so she needed to get something.
Cool.
Yeah, like we keep our crafting supply literally right behind me over here. But yeah, like see, like folks are digging the raves. Folks are digging obviously the MetroCon arcade. Forget about it. Just the gaming experience at the conventions are always loads of fun. I know that's usually Angel's go-to when it comes to these events. When it comes to it, I just love being able to see everybody. I just love being able to interact with everybody in the crowd. I know there's one person who hasn't been able to make it to MetroCon in the last few years, and he's an old guest who's been here numerous times. Jose, say it with me now.
Go for it.
1, 2, 3.
3.
Scott McNeil.
Scott McNeil.
Okay, I don't know if you ever got to meet him, Zoe. Well, he was.
Oh yeah.
You have. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, yep. No, like
Yep.
you've got stories that you could like. Oh boy, no. Do you have?
We usually load in at around the same time. We just be hanging out, chatting. He is so down to earth and so humble and just funny and absolutely loves MetroCon. Would be so excited to see everyone do all the panels, do all the events, just be glowing. It was so awesome to see.
Exactly.
He would kind of hype me up for the weekend. I'd be like, all right, yeah, back at it again. Let's do this.
Right. It would be so badass. It would be so insane just to have him come back again. Like, I feel weird that he's not coming back for this 20th anniversary over here. It really does feel like if Scott McNeil isn't at MetroCon, it doesn't quite feel right. I know that
He's
we've
the
got
king
other
of
folks-
MetroCon.
What's up?
Yeah, no. I get what you're
little
saying.
late for that, isn't it?
One, I get what you're saying because Scott McNeil has been such a guest for who knows how many years for MetroCon.
I can count.
You
I
know,
can count how many years. Hang on.
you don't have to, dude.
Oh,
You don't have to go that hard, Juan.
No, I really can. Let me see here.
You don't have to do that, Juan.
12 times.
12 times. My point being is that, it's become a point, that he's become synonymous with MetroCon.
Well, kind of. It's not like there's like, oh, you cannot ever have it without it. Like, they're not building a convention just around a single person. It's just like, it's one of those, like, it feels, it's comforting. It's like, that this is like it's like Cheers, everybody knows your name. Everybody knows Scott McNeil's going to be there, kind of thing. And it feels right. And it's that's just like one of the things that really does stick out. Yeah. He's been a guest for MetroCon since, let me see here. I'm counting backward. Where is it? 12, 10, 8. Jesus Christ. Yeah, since 2006. Yeah, 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 17 and 18. He skipped 16, and he hasn't been back since 2018. Go figure. We fight Confunk, and Scott McNeil vanishes from the face of the earth. Did we hex ourselves?
Possibly.
Yeah, Juan, I think you give us a little too much credit.
like, does Scott have to, like, does he fly over from his manor off in God knows where, and freaking, is he just drawn to the scent of nerds? But now that we're campaigning to have nerds have proper hygiene, all of a sudden he's nowhere to be found. God.
No, don't say
Our
that, Juan.
hubris
Come on.
has backfired on us all. No.
Oh, no, Juan. Don't say that, Juan. Go drink your little soda.
Don't you try that again.
Go eat your mozzarella. Your
No.
block of mozzarella.
I will eat my mozzarella when I feel like it.
Cheese helps all things.
Juan, you and your comfort foods, I swear.
You don't get to judge me.
Hey, black mozzarella is delicious. Just saying.
No, it absolutely is. That's not even. Yeah, that's not even a factor on there. Like, there's no arguing against that. It's and we're not trying to take anything away from this year's guests at all. We're just retrospecting. We're reminiscing. We're bringing it up and everything because
the guest lineup this year is absolutely insane too.
It really is, and I'm actually going through it right now. We've got Robbie Damon who's showing up over here at MetroCon. He's been part of Critical Role, and he's also on in Exandria Unlimited, which is freaking amazing. He's part of the Marvel Spider-Man video game, of course. You can't have it without him. He voiced Tuxedo Mask in one of the redubs of Sailor Moon. He was Akechi in Persona 5, Megumi in Jujutsu Kaisen, and Mumin Rider in One Punch Man, of course. So you can't deny that Robbie Damon is a heavy hitter. You also get Megan Shipman, who's going to be there, Alex Organ. These are all top-tier voice actors in the anime world and animation. Ian Sinclair, Natalie Van Sistine is going to be here as well. She voices Yor in Spy X Family. Ian Sinclair is Whis in Dragon Ball Super, so anyone who doesn't know, that's who he is. Alex Organ's voiced Aizawa in My Hero Academia.
Well, hang on a minute, Juancho. You said Ian Sinclair, right?
Ian Sinclair.
You know who else he voiced?
Who else is a?
Space Dandy.
Yeah, he's Dandy.
Mm-hmm.
Dandy,
Space.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Sorry. The moment you said that, like, I'm just like, oh, I missed that show. But go on.
I know. It's one of those, like,
I'm
God
feeling
dang it, I missed
nostalgic.
it. Like, we can't have Tuxedo Mask without Sailor Moon, so Stephanie Sheh is going to be there as well. Also, Rico Fajardo is going to be at the convention here. He voices Mirio in My Hero Academia, and he's the captain of the Silver Eagles, Nozel in Black Clover. So that's just an example of some of the voice actors that we've got there. And we also have Caleb Hiles is going to be back, and Jonathan Young is going to be back there as musical guests as well. And for the cosplay guests who are going to be there this year, we have Sierra Family Cosplay, Dwee Trong, and Rain Emery are all going to be at MetroCon here. They're all world class, and Abra Adorable and Tepi Baka as well. They've got a whole swath of different performers, guests, and cosplayers who are all featured at MetroCon this year. Y'all, if anyone doesn't know, or then you can check it out on their website, metroconventions.com. Reverie was saying Scott McNeil is truly the chillest guy. Ben Cruz, I saw Scott one year in the food truck. See what I mean? Like we're like bringing up this stuff from the past, and we're gonna be getting ready to make brand new memories over here this year. Not just at MetroCon, the chess match, but also at Metro Massive at your shows over here, Zoe. The Ravens Flock, we're gonna have our own moments over here. We're gonna definitely live stream. That's guaranteed at this point. Yeah,
of course.
Like just running around live streaming and talking to folks at the convention while we're there. That's gonna be phenomenal. That's gonna be so much fun. Let me see here. Like, I wanted to ask you, Zoe, since I know that, like, is there, with this year's Metro Massive for your performance, is there what can we expect this year? Is there going to be anything new or anything that you're going to try to surprise us with? Or
I actually have 5 new track debuts this year.
oh God. Okay, so you're debuting them at Metro?
Yep, first time live.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, and it being the anniversary, I'm digging into some of my which are now I guess considered classic tracks because it's been so long.
Oh my God.
That hit me the other day. I was like, oh.
Oh my God. It's like classic.
So yeah,
rock station.
it's gonna be old cheese and new stuff and lots of new material. So I'm really excited. I love doing the live debuts at Metro because it's the biggest and most epic crowd I have every year.
It's so much fun, and just seeing
That's really cool.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so cool. I know that you also put in a hell of a lot of work into your wardrobe. I know that you also put into a hell of a lot of work into your costumes, your outfits over here. What do we got in mind for that, Zoe?
I actually get to cosplay this year.
Oh,
All right.
God. Awesome.
Because I have time. I'm not stuck in a booth, so I've been I'm excited about that. Putting together some looks, and rave wardrobe this year. I'm just digging back to my history and gonna candy rave out and be bright and colorful and just have so much fun.
Oh God, that's gonna be so cool.
And one character I can tell you that I'm doing, which I'm really excited about, is a character that I've been wanting to cosplay for a long time, and because of the theme, I am so excited to do it, and I am going to be busting out Ooh La La from Space Channel 5.
Wait, which character?
Ooh La La from Space Channel 5.
Oh shit!
I know the character. Yeah.
Oh damn! Oh my God, that is so phenomenal. Thank you. Holy shit, that is so cool.
Oh yeah, I gotta represent my Dreamcast crew. Oh
that is
God.
so cool.
I put so many hours into that game.
God, I'm literally dusting off. We're going through a playthrough of Silent Hill 2, and we actually whipped out the old PlayStation 2, the version 1s, not even the slim PS2 slim, the old big bulky PS2. And we whipped that out. Angel's brother Toy Slasher is doing the playthrough on it while we're running commentary and talking about the game. So just getting back to that era of the original Xbox, the Dreamcast, the Nintendo GameCube, and PS2 era, how all that's just we're bringing all of that shit back, and I can't believe that it's. Oh my God, we're bringing it back. I'm gonna need my Social Security benefits by the time this weekend's out. All right, I'm feeling my sciatica.
No, we're not thinking about that right now.
Oh goodness, what?
Oh God.
I don't.
No.
I know. I was like, wow. I still. I saw this was amazing. It was a best of Zoe VanWest YouTube mix, and I saw wow, yeah, some of these are considered classics by now. And I'm I'm not thinking about it.
No, you're it's but it doesn't feel like it's classics because
no, it was yesterday, and that's what's amazing about it.
Yeah,
the fact that,
rave music and dance.
I can come and do Metro, and everyone's still singing along. It's like coming home every year. It's amazing.
It's because rave music and that kind of energy. It's timeless. It doesn't
it is timeless.
Time stands still. In a way, because that's the feeling. That's the feeling of a proper damn good party, of a damn good time. Is that time stands still? You'll remember it. You'll feel it in your heart. You'll feel it with the crowd, with the people you're with. If you're sharing that experience with someone special, or if you're there by yourself and looking to make new friends, that kind of just that same awesome, wonderful energy that you're bringing in to all your performances. That's something that I've always admired about you, Zoe, and that's something that I've always loved about your part in the Metro Massive concerts over here. Oh God, so I'm over here thinking this is actually one of our shorter episodes because I think I covered almost everything in terms of the event itself. I would say, hey folks, go ahead and be sure that you have your hotel booked. I'm there's no booking a hotel at this point. Downtown Tampa is completely filled up at this point. But if you're going to be attending, you could still pick up tickets. It's if I'm reading this correctly. Jose, you actually have the ticket prices almost memorized, don't you?
Almost memorized. And yes, for those who still want to attend, for our local audience and for anyone that's traveling out of state, yeah, because I mean they probably have their own plans of rooming. But anyways, yes, there are ticket rates available online and on site as well. They do have ticket pricing for weekend passes, for Saturday passes only, Friday and Sunday passes only. The information's on their website, so I recommend they check that out.
Yeah, if I'm reading this correctly over here, the 3-day passes, they have them set at $85. For adults, children under 6 are free, but children 6 through 12 have to pay for a $40 weekend pass. For single days, you have $35 for Friday, $45 for Saturdays, and $40 for Sundays. Child passes are single days are $20 all across the weekend, and the tickets for the Masquerade Ball, which is on Friday, is only $10. So be sure if you're gonna just attend the Masquerade Ball, you've got to go ahead and make sure you sign up for that. I don't know, like I'm pretty sure that the VIP tickets are long gone, but regardless, it's definitely a hell of a. It's definitely going to be a hell of a show. So if you've got it within you, by within you I mean within your bank account, and if you're going to be attending, those are the price points as of now. And yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's going to be cashless altogether all this year. No, they didn't say anything about being cashless. But there is one concern that was brought up, and this is an important one. An old friend of the Ravens flock, a cosplayer, she actually made a PSA regarding something. I'm sorry, I've got to get serious on this one because this is an important, serious subject, and this is where I probably ought to have been wearing my DeSantis for Gitmo T-shirt. But yeah, we're getting political one more time on the Ravens flock, folks. Earlier this year, Florida governor / known like public sadist Ron DeSantis passed a pair of laws in Florida where public bathrooms and public spaces must have restrooms usage only by people who have the same sex that they're assigned at birth. No one can use any sort of bathroom that's of like the opposite sex or the opposite gender, or someone who's non-binary or transgender go to a different bathroom. Otherwise, you can get arrested for it, which is stupid. I'm not gonna lie, it's a stupid law because DeSantis is a fucking sadist, and I'm gonna get off of my high horse on that. But thankfully, this was addressed by the staff at MetroCon. And thankfully, they even showed up with their own statements on this. Let me take a look over here. I'm actually going to go ahead and read these statements, which is actually available to you fine folks on their updates page on the MetroCon website. And I'm going to show you all fine folks right now. Restroom usage and CSHB 1521. Oh my god, this guy is a freaking monster. Okay, MetroCon takes place at the Tampa Convention Center, and this has caused some of our patrons to ask about how the new legislation about gender and bathroom usage in Florida will affect our event. At this time, MetroCon would like to reaffirm that we are a welcoming, inclusive space for attendees of all genders and sexualities, and we are doing everything within our power to ensure that our venue is conducive to an event with as diverse an audience as ours. With that being said, we can clarify several common questions. Number 1. Anyone causing a disturbance in any restroom, such as harassing other attendees, violating their privacy, or any individual who genuinely contributes to a lack of safety for any of our patrons will be asked to leave the space, just as they would in any other space throughout the building. Attendees who are not causing a disturbance or act of security concern will never be harassed or asked to leave a restroom by our staff. Number 2. Below are 2 current maps of the Tampa Convention Center throughout the building. They are traditionally gendered bathrooms. For our event in our rented spaces, we have opted to designate several of those restrooms as gender neutral. They will be labeled as restrooms with urinal and restrooms without urinal. There will still be traditional gender-specific restrooms throughout the building as required by law for patrons who prefer those facilities. The restrooms being designated as gender-neutral are circled on the map below. Number 3, in addition, the Tampa Convention Center has several private-use family restrooms throughout the building that are open to all genders and allow additional privacy over shared facilities. Okay, so let's see here, just to get an idea of where all this is. Here's a diagram with the map of the... I'm trying to zoom in, and I'm hoping that... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so these are the exhibition halls over here, and they're referring to the bathrooms and the dealer's rooms and the bathrooms in the main event room, in the main event hall over here. So the East Hall, this is all on the topmost floor over here. If I'm reading that, the 3rd floor. Let's see here. So the gender neutral bathrooms are going to be in the back of these 2 halls over here. So that's points on that end for it. All right, so I'm down with that. No issues here. Now on the 1st floor, it's showing that that on the 1st floor at street level, the 2 bathrooms that are going to be designated gender neutral are going to be by the escalators to go up to the second and 3rd floors. So those are where they are, and of course the other big bathrooms that are still going to be gendered male and female, man and woman, whatever, are designated normally as such. So okay, that's been addressed. And like I said, okay, I will give the devil his due. That's props. I will not knock on that. I would say that's a pretty a good compromise, a good accommodation. What would you say to that, Jose?
No, I agree. I think that it's very smart and very awesome that the MetroCon staff addressed this and put out this contingent, this plan. That's good.
Yeah, no. And this is actually going to be this is only one of the 2 bills that were passed recently by this demagogue that we've got to deal with over here. The second one was also addressed by the convention staff in regards to drag, crossplay, and Senate Bill 1438. Let me see here. Firstly, MetroCon openly supports drag shows as both an art form and a performance medium. In regards to how this affects us directly, the entire MetroCon event carries a firm PG-13 rating throughout, and this bill will have no new or additional impact on cosplayers, performers, or events at MetroCon 2023. We have never offered 18-plus content at our event, and we don't plan to start now. We've closely reviewed the standards and definitions for, quote, adult live performance in the bill, and none of the events at MetroCon will fall under those definitions. In fact, all of the performances at MetroCon have already been adhering to these standards since their inception. No nudity, real or simulated, simulated sexual acts, or other adult content should or will ever be present at our events. We respect adult-oriented entertainment and live performance as well as the performers who are part of that industry. We understand that there is a significant audience for it, but it simply isn't what we're setting out to do with MetroCon and never has been. We have a deep respect for the performers and artists in that industry, especially as they navigate these new regulations, and wish them the best of luck. Individual cosplayers are encouraged to move forward with their cosplans as normal and ensure they follow all the normal costume policies we have had in place for many years around public decency, adult content, shock costumes, ahegao prints, and more. You can see these all on our frequently asked questions /policies page, linked at the button at the top of our page or in the menu under info. As always, the ever-evolving nature of issues like these means that the above policies are subject to change. However, this is the best guidance we can give at this time, and if anything changes, we'll be sure to update this and post to all of our social media. Thanks to in advance for being the best fans in the universe, and we can't wait to see you this summer. All right, I would say that's well handled, well covered. I would say butts are firmly covered. Would you agree, Jose?
Yes. Butts are firmly covered. I think we're good.
All right, Zoe, your thoughts on these policy updates over here? I know you're not part of the staff or anything, but as a cosplayer, as a performer, I know that you've also done live performance for, like you said, you've done ballet dancing as well in your time. You teach dancing when you're not on stage yourself. Your thoughts on these changes and how MetroCon's handling all of them?
MetroCon is a good crew, and I think they're handling everything the best that they can, and they have always looked out for us. And, you know, our cosplay community, our community is so strong. We'll look out for each other. And I think we'll just keep on being our amazing, diverse, incredible selves through these hard times, and we'll rise through it.
I hope so too. Like, if anything, if there's one thing that we've showed over here, as far as the MetroCon attendees is concerned, we stick together. We protect our own. If you don't believe us, ask the jerks from Flugtag. Ask the guys from the Stanley Cup Finals in 2015. We know how to protect our fellow geeks over here. Let me take a look over here. Doesn't look like any, they've said anything new in the chat, so that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. I think we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping up on this end. Zoe, again, this has been. I am super excited to see you again. I can't wait to hug you. You're such an incredible performer, and I promise we're gonna get the shots properly this time. I promise it's not gonna.
I know you got this. It's okay.
Yeah, no, like, and because like I took these photos and I was so proud of how well they came out because I was like right up front and you were performing straight out.
I remember seeing you up front.
Like, it was like the best shots that I could have gotten in my career, not just in the Ravens Flock, just as a photographer, as a videographer, like that.
It's okay, that's why we always have another year, so you can just do it again and just.
And I guess with
I ain't going nowhere.
I'm counting on that. I really am. So Zoe, where can we follow you on your socials? Where can folks listen to your music, and where can folks start delving into you if they like your awesome like happy hardcore dance rave music style? That's just like the. I kid you not, it's like some of the best things that I've heard in my time in terms of like dance music over here. I'm not trying to butter you up either. By
I do my best.
I promise I'm not trying to butter you up. I don't need to do that. If I'm gonna compliment somebody, I'm gonna compliment them, and I mean it from the heart. But like for real, where can we listen to your music? Where can we follow you?
I am everywhere. You can just literally Google Zoe VanWest, and I am on Instagram, I am on YouTube, I am on Twitter, I am now on TikTok, and I promise I am trying to keep up with it the best I can. I get lost in dog videos and silly things.
It's okay. I try to keep up with TikTok as well. You're fine.
Yeah, I know. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and then I'm just like 2 hours later, like, oh, I forgot. I'm all over.
No, that's how it all works.
You can find stuff on Beatport, on Spotify, and a bunch of other MP3 sites. I'm everywhere.
Like SoundCloud, right?
SoundCloud, yeah, just all over.
Just search for you anywhere, and we're bound to find you. I'm gonna go ahead and link your YouTube channel over here.
Yeah, go for it.
To folks. So if they want to follow you there, I want to make sure that you can that you get people subscribing to you there. If you've got people making fan made music videos to your performances, I got no issue with that. And do you have any other message or anything else that you want to say to the folks for anyone who's going to be watching this, getting themselves hyped and ready for Metro? Do you have any message for them?
I just can't wait to see everyone again. I always say, like, it's every year. It's like I walk in on that Thursday and see everything starting to get set up, and it's like coming home every year, and that's what it's like. And for those of you who are coming your first time, just have so much fun. We're an amazing community, and I cannot wait to see everyone in that arena just celebrating with me and singing along.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right. I know you probably need to like. I would assume that you have a normal sleep schedule like other people, but I doubt it. But I know that
Not right now, no.
No, not right now. But like, we're gonna go ahead and let you go ahead and leave you to it here, Zoe. Jose and I are gonna wrap up the show. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much.
It was
We
so
really
much fun.
appreciate it.
Anytime.
Thank you so much.
everyone.
You are welcome on our channel anytime. It doesn't even have to be about MetroCon. It could be about your music. It could be about anything. If there's something that you want to bring up or something that you're concerned about in terms of nerd and pop culture, let us know. We'll bring you on. You can hit us up. Like, don't be a stranger. All right.
All right.
All right. You have yourself a good night, Zoe. Thank you.
Have a good night, Zoe.
Thank you, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
We'll see you, Zoe. Take care. And folks, that was the dame of MetroCon, Miss Zoe VanWest over here. This is gonna be nuts. Jose, what do you think? Are you ready for MetroCon 2023? I'm not.
I don't think anybody's going to be ready, but we're still going to do this anyway because it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun, and I can't wait for it. This whole weekend is going to be a lot to something to remember. Like
we're in danger. We're not ready. I'm serious. Like we used to be able to shotgun like monsters and balls, energy drinks to stay away. Like our metabolisms can't handle that stuff anymore. How are we going to survive this weekend, Jose?
We can't, Wancho. Time it's taking its toll on us.
For the times they are a changing.
But nevertheless, we will put our best foot forward, and we are going to have one hell of a fun time.
Indeed we are. Indeed we are. We're going to do everything we can as the Ravens flock to
provide all the coverage, to provide all the photos and videos, and we'll be able to share it all over the social media platforms for all of you to look at and enjoy.
Yeah, no,
and of course we're going to be streaming live during the con weekend to give you guys a bit of an experience of what it's like inside MetroCon 2023.
Exactly. It's going to be insane, and we love it. We're here for it. I'm still not ready. I'm trying not to lose my mind, and my eyes are already getting... I'm not kidding. Like my eyes are actually starting to... I'm trying to adjust them, because switching between the different pages for everything, I'm trying to actually adjust my vision, and I don't like how this is not working.
Oh, it's gonna be fun, man. You're not gonna be the same after that weekend's over, and neither am I, and neither is everyone who is going.
Exactly. We're gonna make sure Angel. We will drag him kicking and screaming to MetroCon. It's like, no, natural light. No, I'm kidding. He likes going to cons. He's just he's just he's busy tonight. That's why we weren't able to have him over here.
He's a hermit.
No, but eventually learned wisdoms and all that stuff can't just take root in the virtual digital room. We have to actually be able to bring it out to the people and disseminate. And actually,
hey, Angel, guess what? You're a human being. Go out amongst people. Get out.
Exactly. No, he interacts. It's not like he's really a hermit. We're joking. We're flanderizing ourselves over here. But it's just we want to make sure that he gets the full experience, that he gets to enjoy himself over here. Let me see.
I know.
Actually just sent me a message over here. Thank you. So.
All right. Yeah, I think we're about ready to wrap things up. But nevertheless, I am very hyped for this 20th anniversary. It's going to be great, and I'm going to be checking out all the. We're going to be checking out all the shows for the MetroCon weekend. And folks, if you join us live for the Saturday of MetroCon, which falls on what, the 15th of July? No,
Yeah.
14th.
It was the 15th because it's 14th.
Okay, cool. I got it right. Yeah. Okay, cool. Saturday, July 15th. I think that would be a good day to start a live stream for MetroCon.
Why not start one Friday and then one on Saturday?
Do a double.
Do a doubles. This con is doubles.
We'll keep that in mind, because Friday is usually when we got to prepare shit.
Oh, it's gonna be an easy peasy fix. All I really need is my phone over here. We pass it around. So
you say this right now, but then shenanigans is going to happen next week, so you better knock on the nearest wood you find.
I'm knocking on all the wood. I don't care if it's particle board wood. I'm knocking. I don't give a damn.
That
My
being
God.
said, on a serious note, I am actually thankful that the MetroCon staff are incredibly genuine. They're incredibly humanitarian. They're flexible, and that they were able to address the PSA issue that our cosplayer friend brought up. Like they nipped it right in the bud.
It's true, and I really hope that, because that's not just an issue that MetroCon's going to have to deal with. It's also something that at the end of this month, Tampa Bay Comic Con is going to have to contend with. I'm pretty sure if anybody knows anyone at Tampa Bay Comic Con, somebody clip this and send this what we're going to say next to them, please.
Absolutely. In fact, I'll even go on there if they have a website. I'll even go on there and see if it's under their FAQs, and depending on what they say, we'll paint a picture of the convention staff themselves.
I don't think they're actually going to have anything in the FAQ here, but I'm looking at the page right now, and I don't see anything yet.
Oh, okay. Well, then you know what? For now, hey, listen, that's not something for us to worry about right now. Our crosshairs right now is aimed at MetroCon.
Yep, no, you're right. They are aimed at MetroCon, and this isn't really an invasion like we normally call it. Like, oh, like the Ravens flock invades MetroCon 2018.
No. This is not an invasion. This is a celebration.
All right, yeah, no, and it is a big spectacular milestone. Like, I was there for like the 5th year anniversary, for the 10th year, and now we're doing the 20th year, and that's friggin' insane, and I love it. I love every minute of it. The 10th year was when we started the Ravens flock, 2013. So in their 10th year, we began, and now after our 10 years over here on their 20th, we're like shooting to the moon kind of thing.
Oh yeah, no, we went from being a bunch of minuscule miscreants to pioneers of podcasting.
Not just podcasting, but YouTubing and Twittering and
I'm sorry, I don't have any other words that start with P that sounds dynamic.
Pioneers in podcasting. Well, we're the motley crew of nerds, we're not just pioneers. We're the motley crew of nerds. We're the three
right.
We are the camera, right?
Yes, you know what? You are right. We are the motley crew of nerds. We have evolved past being the three assholes in front of the camera. We are indeed the motley crew of nerds. We are, you know what? It's going to take me a while to come up with something a little more bombast than that. So you'll have to give me a bit.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Jose. But as far as that goes, I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping us up here. Well, we're looking forward to next week, but what can we look forward to this in 24 hours this week on tomorrow's edition of Wrestle Rewind?
All right, so for tomorrow, I do have a couple of announcements, not just for that, but yeah. So first announcement, for tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind, which is every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Twitch, along with my wrestling reviews of WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling, we will be reviewing the main event for this year's WWE's Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and that is the Bloodline Civil War. The Bloodline has imploded, and it's now a battle between the Usos, one of the greatest tag teams in WWE history, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, when they battle against their brother, Solo Sikoa, the Enforcer, and the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns.
If you guys watched us this past weekend at the live watch party that we did, you better believe that we lost our shit throughout the show. So much so that we sent Angel into a coma.
We definitely did send Angel into a coma, and if you haven't, and if you were there, great. But if you didn't turn into the watch party, tune in tomorrow night, and me and Juan will discuss the main event match with you in further detail. A couple of other announcements for July before we wrap things up. We hope to see you all this Sunday on July 9th, because you are all cordially invited to the Ravens Flock Kickoff Subathon.
Woohoo!
That's right, folks. That's right. It is our third quarter annual subathon for 2023, but this occasion marks a historical milestone on this channel, because this is not only the third subathon that we're hosting this year, but this will be our first official streaming video on our new Kick channel.
That's right, kick.com/theravensflock. I went ahead and I spammed the link to it. We've got a couple of people who've taken initiative and who have already gone ahead and subscribed, created Kick accounts just to subscribe to us. But not only to us, but to our fine YouTube siblings like Nerd Report and Popcorn Planet, who decided to go in there for gaming over here. But you better believe that the Ravens Flock, we're going to do it bigger. Because we're going to be streaming on Kick every single week. We're kicking Twitch out the door. Twitch is twitching on its last legs. I'm not kidding. It's been a disaster over at Twitch, just like it's been a disaster at Twitter. But that's a story for another time.
Absolutely. The Ravens Flock, we've put out so much content in the last decade, and this is truly going to be amazing, because we are yeah, I know, for no pun intended, we are kicking down the doors and entering into a new domain, new territory, new game, new rules. We're basically, to pull a reference from Star Trek, we're sailing into the unknown.
Exactly. That we're going into unknown territories here. And this is why
and we hope you guys tune in. And we hope you guys tune in, because for the subathon, we're going to be doing a playthrough of Vanquish, one of the underrated classics by Platinum Games. It's going to be a solo playthrough on the PlayStation 4. The subathon will be this Sunday, July 9th at 1 p.m. Eastern.
See, Matthew Coburn's in the chat. He said, I went ahead and I subbed to you guys during Andy's first live on Kick. He was playing Tears of the Kingdom, something that Andy and K-Storm have in common. I don't know how Andy's deciding to play, but at the same time, everyone plays Zelda different ways. Nobody plays it the same way. Good luck to both of them, because I could not ever give me something solid like Metal Gear Solid over here, or Star Wars Rogue Squadron. I can fly, I can aim and shoot. Those are the kind of games I can rock.
Hey, listen, if you want to, I could do games too. Like, I could play Metal Gear Solid, Star Wars games. Put me in a Tekken fighting game, or put me in a racing game. I'll play those. Or Devil May Cry, I'll play those games too. Or have me play Doom if you guys want to see me shoot 'em up demons or shit.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But that being said, Matthew Coburn, we appreciate you subscribing to our Kick channel. If you have any friends who enjoy nerd content, tell them about us as well, and go ahead and share our Kick channel to them.
Exactly. Thank you, Jose. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you to it, Jose. Do you have any other last words?
No other last words. I would make the announcement about our live stream for MetroCon, but I think we already tackled that. So no, I don't have any other announcements for the month of July.
No, you're right about that. No, you're right. You did tackle everything over here. We appreciate it, Joe. And since we are going to be at MetroCon, we're going to need some help, folks, because I'm not going to lie to anyone here. We're going into MetroCon skint broke. Anything that we had was in terms of the support you guys have. June was a little bit scant, and July, YouTube isn't going to pay out until after the convention, because YouTube are a bunch of jerks sometimes. So if it's within your means, and if you feel compelled to do so, you can donate to the Ravens Flock on our Cash App and through the PayPal tip jar over here. I went ahead and put the links down below. Aaron Cooper is back. We're actually starting to wrap up over here, and this is the part where we're holding out our hat, saying, hey, can we get some con money to buy sushi or something? Actually, you know,
any monetary donation, any monetary amount that you could send us over on our Cash App or wherever, it will help us greatly during the MetroCon weekend. It'll help us for all of our needs.
Yes, it will, especially considering that we've got 3 gigantic dudes, and by gigantic, we're ranging anywhere between 5'8" and 6'6". Guys, don't say you're not 6'6", by the way, Jose. I know you are. You could say, like, oh, I'm 6'5.5" or 5 3/4.
Watto, I measured. We confirmed it. That argument is dead now.
Oh, yeah, we did, didn't we? You are.
Yes, we did. You're beating a dead horse.
Yeah, I need Elmer's glue. Yes, I'm beating a dead horse. I need glue. to hold
folks,
everything
if it
together.
is within your means to do so, we would humbly appreciate your monetary donation, and in return, we will give you what we've been giving you in the past decade, and that's to give you the most exciting, the best nerd content that you will see from our channel.
Exactly. And look, Aaron Cooper's following a fine example. They went ahead and subscribed to us on our Kick channel. Thank you for that, Aaron Cooper. We appreciate that.
All right. Excellent. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and bounce, my friend. And thank you very much for having me on, Juancho. It's been great. It's been awesome chatting it up with Zoe VanWest. And the folks who are watching right now, we appreciate you. We appreciate you being on. I'm going to go ahead and hit the bed because I got to go wake up early in the morning tomorrow. So everyone have a great night. Please be responsible in where you get your news from. And remember at the end of the day that we are all human beings.
Exactly. All right. Thank you, Jose. You have a good night.
Have a good night.
That was the leader of the Ravens flock, Jose Casabona, signing off. And I'm going to go ahead and start signing us off now. I appreciate every single one of you fine folks for joining us tonight on this special episode of the Ravens of the Black Files. I want to once again give a big shout out to Zoe VanWest, who is just an absolute gem. She is such a sweetheart. She is a phenomenal performer. She's got her style locked down. I actually want to see if I can dig up the old photo from when I interviewed her. I actually want to see if I can find that because it is such a joy to see her. It is such a joy to speak with her. And I want to share that with everyone. Stop it. I said stop it. Silly thing. Come on. Does it not want to load photos? There we go. Come on. Where's this is old. My photos. Okay. Come on. Stop it. I said stop it. Why does this thing not stop it? I have to dig back for ages now. Jesus. Truffle oil. No, I'm looking at stuff from where I'm feeling like older than dirt. Looking back at some of the stuff I've shared over the years. But I really do need to share this because this just goes to show how far back the connection is, and we wanted to just show like this isn't just willy-nilly. We love connecting with everybody from the conventions, and we love connecting with Zoe because she's just a peach. Where is it? Okay, come on. It doesn't load. Come on. Okay, Sawa. Okay, there's this guy who's not a nice person anymore. Okay. So this one. It doesn't take this long to load, does it? Come on, it's killing me here. Good grief. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to stall for time or nothing, I promise. I'm really just trying to find a photo that I was meaning to share from Days Gone By over here. Maybe if I find it under a different album. Hang on a minute. Of me, maybe. There's that. Where is it? Oh, don't tell me it's not even on this album. Is it? It's not even in this album. For Christ's sake. Come on. This sucks. This hurts. Okay, well, you know what? I'll show it another time, folks. I promise. And as far as this goes, I appreciate every single one of you folks for joining us here. And yeah, Jose Casabona 2024. Yep. I appreciate every one of you fine folks joining us on this week's edition of the uncensored, uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens flock, The Black Files, hosted by yours truly, Juan Arouse, as we normally delve into the darker side or the more serious side of nerd and geek culture. Be sure to request access as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch. Hit the subscribe or the follow button. Ring the notification bell to become to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button. And until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Twitch.tv/TheRavensFlockOnline, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube. youtube.com/theravensflock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Played, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock. For Jose Casabona and Zoe VanWest, I am Juan Rouse. This has been the Black Files, and we will see you at MetroCon.